Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. In our last episode of this continuing series, we informed you that there had been 5 requests for subpoenas in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to be domesticated. These were trial subpoenas that were at the request of the defense. Now we have learned that the state of Idaho has filed a similar request for domestication of a subpoena, not in Pennsylvania, but in the state of Nevada. The Second Judicial District Court in Washoe County, if you go to washoe courts.com, you'll be able to find it. This is case number C as in Charlie, V as in Victor, 2501028, and this is relative to Idaho versus Koberger. The filing date was May 1st, 2025. It is listed as pending, active at this time. The judge in Nevada is Judge Scott Freeman. The party that this subpoena is directed toward is Bethany Grace Funk. The plaintiff is the state of Idaho. That is the requesting party. The attorney for Ms. Funk is listed as Evelyn Grosnick, Grosenick, and the defendant listed in the case is Mr. Koberger. So it appears that according to this document, that the state of Idaho has now moved forward with moving to have a subpoena domesticated in Nevada to bring Ms. Funk back to Idaho for this trial. Now, unfortunately, all witness subpoenas for both sides, lay witnesses, are under seal. This is the way that Judge Stephen J. Hippler had directed matters were to be in the October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order. If you go to page 3 under section D, trial materials, you will see that lay witness lists were to be filed and were filed under seal by the state and the defense. So the only way that the public is now beginning to learn who the witnesses are for both sides are at least for those out of state because of this domestication process. We had previously produced some content when we learned that the state of Idaho was going to subpoena the Koberger family out of Pennsylvania to be their witnesses at the trial. And I've attached a link to that prior content so that you can learn a little bit more if you're interested in why a subpoena like this needs to be domesticated. So in short, we now learn that the state of Idaho has indeed moved to domesticate a trial subpoena for Ms. Funk in Idaho versus Koberger. As further details emerge, we will, of course, advise you relative to this subpoena and any other foreign subpoenas that we become aware of. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us today.